just general stuff, man. I mean, everybody needs to know this. I'm 24 years old, I work in a retail store, I don't know shit about shit. This is talking shit about who not to listen to about supplements. Don't listen to people who have an appeal to authority. You know, hey, they have a PhD, they're right. They're a doctor, they're right. But guess what? There's no college degree on this stuff. I'm not gonna argue with a heart surgeon about hearts. I'm not gonna argue with a gastroenterologist about your stomach. But I hope they don't try to argue with me about supplements. Unless they've done their own homework. Then kudos to you, because you've got a busy job already. Don't listen to people that don't know how to read scientific literature, because even an idiot like myself can learn how. You know, I hear stuff all the time like, oh, you know, I read this article on this, and I read this article on this, and I'm like, can you pull it up? The answer is always no, because they probably listened to somebody who said the article, and that person probably doesn't know how to read it either. What's wonderful is the fact that there's something called PubMed, which has plenty of peer-reviewed articles, and the thing is, you kind of have to buy the full ones for the most part, but they all have this beautiful abstract talking about what it is that they're studying, the methods used, the people used, and then the conclusions. Another part is conflict of interest. Always look at that one, because that one's very important. A good example is creatine monohydrate versus creatine hydrochloride, or any other for that fact. The only article I found on creatine hydrochloride at the very bottom after all was said and done, and it said, hey, hydrochloride has a better absorption rate, blah, blah, blah. At the end it said, oh, conflict of interest. The people that wrote this own creatine hydrochloride. That's trustworthy, isn't it? My f***ing doctor said not to take this. What type of doctor? Your general physician said not to take creatine. That's strange. I'm not one to badmouth a family doctor. They're absolutely wonderful people, but they are only given about 6 weeks of nutrition training. And the thing is, with nutrition, most nutrition classes aren't gonna cover dietary supplements. You gotta dig into your own bullshit about that one and learn about it. That's what we do here at TNS. Even dietetics, those are the gold standard in nutritional science. They still have to go out and do their own research on dietary supplementation. That's the crazy part about it. We have to learn this shit on our own. Tell me when you're ready, Jacob.
Dude, the camera's right. Oh,
Speaking of credentials, one of our partners here at TNS, it's kind of a big deal in the medical community. Flash Handsome.
what are you doing, man?
Get on my high horse, because nobody knows what the they're talking about in this industry. And also, your friend that's a personal trainer, if we recommend something, it's for a very specific purpose, and they probably don't ask you the same questions we do, so they're not gonna give you the same response that we did, and they're gonna be like, oh, those guys don't know what they're talking about. They're a retail store. Tell them to come by. We'll educate them as well. Thank you. It's been talking shit.